Hello, I have a question for you that I am stuck on. Do I have a bridesmaid and groomsmen table? I always pictured having them all sit together. In fact, I bought reserved signs for the tables already. However, it is just now dawning on me that a lot of my bridesmaids and groomsmen have plus ones. In fact, I'm even inviting some of them. Do I include a spot next to them at a reserved table even though they are not as special to me? Do I let my bridesmaids and groomsmen sit anywhere they want? Do I make their plus ones sit somewhere else? I want my closest people to have the best spots. I'm not sure how to go about this. I would greatly appreciate any advice or ideas. Okay, so a wedding party used to be referred to as bridal party, but we try to shy away from always using the bride term. That's one. So whether you call them bridesmaids, groomsmen, honored attendants, VIPs, your crew, whoever it is. Yeah, I mean, a lot of them are going to have plus ones or even spouses with them. And so I know because I'm married, when my sister got married and I was her maid of honor, I didn't want to sit at a table with other people who are her friends, but not necessarily people I know very well. And then, like, with my husband and my kids, at the other end of the room, and I'm like over here eating dinner. Like, that's just not, to me, that's not comfortable. I know that some people out there are really, really, when it comes to their weddings, at least, they're very traditional, and really old school traditions would be like this huge head table, right? At the front of the room where it was the bride and the groom, and then all the bridesmaids on her side and all of the groomsmen on his side, and they'd be on display, and then people would come to the table and the bride and groom would never eat. And I mean, if that's what you're into, cool. But what most of my clients do, if they even have a wedding party, is they let them sit, at tables with their plus ones. Or if you do have a big head table, you include their spouses or their significant others. Or you have like you two at what we call a sweetheart table, and then like the tables really close to the sweetheart tables are tables for your wedding party with their plus ones, and then like your immediate family. Or you just you do your seating chart for dinner as normal, not taking into consideration a bridal party, right? And like, if your best friend, let's say, is your maid of honor, and then like you know your best friend for 10, 20 years, and you know her sister, right? And her sister is really close to you, so you're like, okay, well, Jenny's sister is definitely coming, and she's coming with her boyfriend, so I'm gonna sit Jenny and her husband and Jenny's sister and Jenny's boyfriend all at one table, right? Like, that makes sense. So my advice would be to seat your guests appropriately, as you would normally if they weren't part of your wedding party, because nobody wants to sit away from their person. And I think that's the most comfortable. And you can organize the tables on the floor plan so that they're close to you. But I'm going to tell you some insider knowledge here, and that is, you're going to be seated for a short amount of time. And in that short amount of time, you're probably going to have people walking up to you and talking to you, or you're going to probably get up and go talk to others, or you might even get up during dinner after you've eaten really quick and go with your photographer for some sunset photos. So I know maybe in a lot of people's minds, they're thinking like, oh, the dinner reception is a big portion of this, and we all want to sit next to each other like we would at a dinner party at home. But it's different. It is different. Now, I do want you to eat at your wedding. Like, that's super important. But I think that overthinking the seating in this instance, and having your bridesmaids or groomsmen or whatever you call these people with you at your table or super duper close to you, in the grander scope of things, might not be so important. I think it's more important to be comfortable and have really great conversation and listen to the people giving toasts and eat that delicious dinner and drink that delicious wine. So that's my 2 cents, and I hope it's helpful for you. If you found this video useful, please like it and subscribe to the channel. And if you have a wedding planning question, leave it in the comments below and I might be able to answer it on the next video. Thank you.